Happy Monday, everybody. We are back for another Monday Miracle. And this week we are talking about a 2-year-old who came in and has been seeing us for about a month now. And the biggest challenge that they were having was all around sleep. He would wake up after a couple hours, had never really slept through the night his entire life, up and down throughout the night. Dad would need to go in there. Mom would help out. They would probably end up trading off. One of them would have to sleep in the bed. For you parents that know that sleep challenge, you guys know the story. And so obviously mom and dad were like, okay, we got to do something a little bit more about this. They had tried different rewards, all those different things. So they came in and that was their biggest challenge. But when we sat down, we did our deep dive where we were diving into their history. And so many times we find these other things that parents don't realize are connected, but they absolutely are. And the connection is the nervous system. And so we found out that there was, very rarely was there hard formed stools. There was a lot of mushy stool. And then there was also some emotional regulation challenges in terms of listening to directions, transitions, diaper changes, were always a fight and that type of stuff. And so we've been working with them for about a month now. And if you have not seen our Monday Miracles before, I'm Dr. Beau, and these Monday Miracles, we just come on and we just talk a little bit about some big wins that we're having here as a pediatric chiropractic office, specializing in the nervous system. And so for this kiddo, after a month now, they are seeing awesome improvements in all of the above. And so sleep, there was one night, maybe a couple of weeks ago, where she came in and she said, okay, that was his best night of sleep of his entire life. So we're getting improvements there. Now, is it always linear? Not necessarily. There's some ups and downs over the course of a care plan. And same thing with digestion. We're at about 50-50 now, where it was pretty much always mushy when we started. We're about 50% nice, good, hard form stools, 50% still mushy, so we're still working on that. And then the emotional regulation, which actually was something that when she first came in, mom didn't even realize we could help with that. And we're going through everything. She's like, you know what, actually, you bring that up. He, like I said at the beginning, he would fight every diaper change. Now, never fighting a diaper change. He had a lot of challenges with transitions and redirections and being told no, as a lot of 2-year-olds do. That doesn't mean that now he never has a challenge, but it's a lot easier for them. And then sometimes when he was told things that he didn't really want to do, he would just kind of ignore them, pretend like he couldn't hear them. And now he's being told things one time every once in a while. Mom said they might need to tell him a second time, but that's it. And so we're seeing all these incredible improvements. And the way that happens is changing in the way that his nervous system is functioning. We did our nervous system scans when he came in. We have 2 different sides of our nervous system. One is more of like a fight or flight stress mode. The other more of a resting, relaxation, emotional regulation, digestion, sleep. So as you can imagine, when those were a lot of the challenges that he had, that's that big connection there is the nervous system. His system was stuck in more of that fight or flight stress response. And even though he's only 2 years old, when our system is constantly in that fight or flight, it is very energy intensive. And so they are high energy, but they're also expending more energy. And so we actually found some areas where his system was starting to get fatigued. And we see that all the time in the adults we take care of. There's a lot of fatigue in their system because it's years and years and years of buildup. And unfortunately, we see it earlier and earlier with the kids these days, just because of it is a high stress, high toxic, all of those things that rev up our nervous systems. And so when we find exhaustion in the system, our first goal is we got to clear that out. And so sometimes it's counterintuitive for these parents of like, wait, my kiddo's not sleeping well. We're actually trying to put more energy in the system. But yes, we have to reverse engineer the process. We got to kind of open that system up and then work to take that stress out and calm it all down. And when we do, that is what's happening, where you got better sleep, better digestion, better regulation, all awesome things. And that is our Monday Miracle. If these sound like things that your kiddo or someone you know needs to know about, send them our information, send us a message. We are here to give you more information and here to help. Have a great rest of your week.